Golden State sounds very... is it moving?
No, I mean... Is the album moving?
No.
I hope so.
Are you falling down or something?
No.
Okay,
just
good.
Making sure that, you know, Nigel felt involved.
Good. It sounds sort of very raw and dirty, so how come you changed the sound of the album so radically from the last one? Because that one was sort of very produced and had lots of electronics on it.
Actually, I think this album's probably more produced. We took more time over this album.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it sounds as if it's sort of played live in the studio.
Well, it sort of was. I mean, it was all originated live.
Yeah.
But then we were just very, very careful about the way we recorded it. And the guy who produced it was very careful about, very anal about everything, so everything was done very precisely.
See, that's very interesting.
It says anal in a fond way. Yeah.
Yes. Not in the other way.
In a non-fond way.
Okay, but I think that is very interesting, because when I listened to it, I thought, okay, they were all in the studio together and they played it all live.
Well, we did.
Oh,
but then we replaced it.
And
we replaced a lot of it.
Okay, and this pre-production, no, how is it called? Pre-production? That took so long. Arranging?
Yeah, we rehearsed like 6-7 weeks.
Yeah.
And then we just recorded it, and we recorded it quite quickly, but then we just did... What happened is how he liked to work is just then everyone comes in and replaces some of their parts if they're not happy with it, how they played it as a 4-piece.
Okay.
So that's how it went. But it is much more of a organic record like that, and kind of straight ahead is the wrong term, because it just means that, I don't know.
A push forward.
Yeah,
maybe.
Well, it's just definitely a band record.
Yeah.
Whereas the other one, you know, there were other people working on it as well with us, which lent it a different flavour as well. Yeah. Which we might be gearing up for the next one, you see.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the idea to keep changing a little bit.
Yeah. So sort of also to not bore yourself, probably. So just to go, today we do this, and...
Well, you know, because we're on a new record label, and it just felt like a different time, a new chapter in our lives and in our career. So I think that it seems now, because sometimes you don't know what you're doing at the time, you know, it's now you start to look back in retrospect and think about it, and maybe it was just we wanted to have a stripped down, pared down record just where we represented ourselves by just playing. When we began doing the record, rehearsing the songs, we went into a room, the 4 of us. You know, if you don't want to do it that way, then the best way is just start with a few ideas in the studio and then build it up slowly and work it that way, which is in some ways how we did some of the other record, which is why you get the different thing.
Yeah. Okay, but you just mentioned it. Was it a great relief for this album to sort of get rid of the trouble with the old record company, or would you say that this old trouble sort of somehow influenced the record also?
Well, no, we just kind of kept away from that trouble thing, I think. There was just much more that we felt that we had a new lease of life, a new set of people to work with, and it just seemed the most natural just to come together and rehearse it, so we just kind of did it without thinking about it, really.
Yeah. And sort of the lyrics also sound a bit more lighter, I would say, sort of more uplifting than on the other records. Is that the mood you were in while you were writing?
Probably, obviously, yeah, a little bit. A little bit of resolution here and there. Yeah. Still good tension in there.
Yes, it's not sort of going, ha, 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 everything is super. I didn't mean that.
It'll be a cold day in Chiswick when I think that. No, well, it's all about tension. You know, records should be about, I think that for me, you know, if you make things, it should be about making sense out of chaos. And yes, it is meant to be uplifting. I mean, the first song on the record is Solutions, which is definitely a sort of a statement maybe of intent musically and lyrically for the record, because it is about how we need solutions.
Yes.
Blah blah. Yeah. The rest of it's in the song. You know, I wrote loads of words for it.
Okay, listen to the song. Yes, and we'll watch Greedy Fly and be back in a few seconds.